Get over. Alexa, turn on Ryan's desk. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, everyone. Sorry, I forgot I was live. Sorry, I'm just getting everything set up and running. During flight. Yeah, you have to apologize to everyone. Still getting everything up and running. Yeah. Let's see here. I need to pre-file this, and I also need to get new Sky set up. Pre-file on Vatsim. Honolulu. LAX. And we are off to... Sorry, and we are in the 772 tonight. Because I'm too lazy. Departure time. Let me edit this departure time. Hey, Seb. Let me edit this departure time. We're going to aim for an off block of 4:20. So it'll take me another minute to get everything set up. Duration. Yep, we're going to use time acceleration though, and then we're going to knock off some other around the world legs after this. Great. Let me just go ahead and pre-file this. Let me just go ahead and file this flight plan because I'm lazy. All right. We're back in the good old 772, as we are most days now, because the city doesn't really fly anything else. There's an autograph. What is going on with an autograph today? Did an autograph get an update? Sorry, Navigraph for some reason might have uninstalled itself overnight. I'm trying to get Navigraph. Downloads, Windows. Sorry, Navigraph. There's something wrong with it. I don't know. I mean, I saw that it needed an update last night, but I didn't think it quite good as far as it did. So, all right. Oh, introducing VFR chart. Let me show you all this. Introducing VFR charts, and now is a fresh look. All right, nice. Actually, so I wrote to Novgraph, actually requesting a little feature, asking them to merge SimBrief and Novgraph charts, and to charge an extra $5 per month with it, just so it could be like a one-stop place. I did actually request that on Twitter the other day. All right, anyway. Enough of that. Let's work on not messing up the OBS, but instead getting this aircraft on. Adiru's on. Go ahead and get those on. Alright, I can go ahead and listen to... Actually, let me go ahead and get the headset on. Go ahead and get ATIS via actually listening to it. Just while stuff gets set up, because it'll take all these screens a second to get it all set up. Where is it? Yoke view. And yoke cam is massively overexposed, as it always is. Camera control. Exposure -5. Okay, roger. No, we're flying from you. We're flying from you. We're not flying to you. And we're gonna do time excel. We're gonna go time excel to LAX, and then after that, we're going to work on some more around the world legs, because a member of the Aeronaut Discord, Joanna, is rapidly coming up behind us, and I am eager to try to beat her at it. So, even though she's gonna take over at some point here soon, trying to preserve my lead while I can. All right, 127.900.
International Airport 8 is information India 0353 Zulu, 1070 at 5, visibility 10, few clouds at 2300, few clouds at 3000, 5000 scattered, temperature 26, dew point 19er, altimeter 000.
And the voice server just went. Perfect.
Expect LDA, or visual approach notices to air missions land and hold short operations in effect. ADB approach if no land and hold short operations. Squawk mode Charlie and assign code on all taxiways and runways. Read back all control instructions, advise on initial contact. You have information. India.
That was very fast.
Honolulu International Airport 8 is information India 0353 Zulu, 1070 at 5. Visibility 10, few clouds at 2300, few clouds at 3000, 5000 scattered, temperature 26, dew point 19er, altimeter 3000, landing 2 SIXL, departing 26 Rtwo, heavy aircraft expect LDA, or visual approach noted. Honolulu International Airport 8 is information Juliet. International Airport 8 is information Juliet 0353 Zulu, 1070 at 5, visibility 10, few clouds at 2300, few clouds at 3000, 5000 scattered, temperature 26, dew point 19er, altimeter.
The ATIS is wrong. Yeah, Alright. For right now, I'll just stop listening. Alright, we'll go ahead and get the FMC running then. Alright, GPS route, and let me go ahead and request it from the IFE. So the new 737 from PMTG should be coming out probably next week actually. And I'm looking forward to flying that thing. Alright, set payload, set fuel. Select a route. Alright. Monitor your frequency. Alright, 12. That's gonna be. Actually, do it. Let me go ahead and tune 121.900 in then on VHF2. Let me go ahead and get that set up correctly. Alright. Ground Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy radio check.
Speedbird 35 Papa 5x5.
Thank you.
Honolulu ATIS information Juliet is current. To be clear, we are east flow. Departures on 8 left and 8 right. Heavies should expect runway 8 right.
Alright. Expecting 8 right then. So we pull up the map here. Small side. Which we can take that down a little. Expect. Wow, you're gonna put me on this. Wow. You're gonna put me all the way down here on 8, right? Wow. In fairness, I do understand it if you want to try to get rid of the wake triplets. Alright. Activate. Execute. You can expect 08 right departure. And we are go ahead and actually get this flight imported from SimBrief. 08 right. Alright. We are on the Rider 2, it appears. Oh wait, no. That's not an arrival. Okay, we are on the... What does this departure look like? Okay. I told this thing 20. Good. Alright. Noise treatment. Ah, fair. Well, I guess it also works out pretty well in terms of wake, in terms of separating wake turbulence, right? From the standpoint of now you have all the planes that that usually need a really fast turnaround time. Now you have those guys closer to the gate, right? Hey, welcome aboard this British Airways flight from Honolulu to LAX. Username I cannot pronounce. All right. Seems like a pretty straight departure. All right, and we are on the Mike Kilo 5 departure. That's whatever VOR that is. So, you're all good. Okay. Ground Speedbird 35 Papa requests IFR clearance now. Destination LAX. We have Juliet.
Speedbird 35 Papa Honolulu ground. You are cleared to the Los Angeles airport for the Molokai 5 departure Cody transition, then as filed. Initial altitude 5,000. Expect 390 12 minutes after departure. Departure is offline. Clock 3261.
Cleared destination LAX as filed. The Mike Kilo 5 departure Cody transition initial climb 5,000. Expect flight level 3910 0 minutes after departure. Departure on advisory 122.8 and squawk 3261 for Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy.
Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy. Readback is correct. Advise ready for push and start. You can expect runway right for departure.
Expecting 08 right. Push and start. Call for push and start. Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy. Alright. Go ahead and... kind of get... Let's go and get the APU on now. Hey, at least we don't need to do any de-icing here. That's a joke because it's been snowing today. Oh, it hasn't. It was snowing earlier. Don't think it's snowing now. The Mike Kilo 5 departure. Execute that. And then our squawk 3261. Go ahead and throw in initial altitude 5,000. Flight director's on now. Oh, I just need to get some performance data. Accept all that. Here, I'll go ahead and zoom in to show you what I'm doing in the FMC here. All right, the rest limit takeoff. Let me think here. It is surely it's like a 13,000 foot runway. It doesn't appear to be small. Yeah, it's a 12,000 foot runway. So that's the we are reasonably heavy. Let's go flaps 15. I was thinking about going 5, but let's go 15 today. And then in terms of what SimBrief says in terms of our performance data. Performance and tools. Populate. You're on 08 right. Flaps 15. under 3000. Calculate. Take off. It'd be 140. Actually, let me just take a look at those margins. Yeah. Once again, climbing basically nothing. 140, 146, 153. And then our estimated takeoff weight is 208.7. Alright. But now I have to put might delay us. 140, 146, 153. So if SimBrief is correct, then essentially the second we get moving, we'll be able to take off, which is fun. Works for me. Alright, the rest of it, good. So, take a look at VNav. Yes. VNav appears to be working. Let's departure. That's all in FMCCom. We can go ahead and load our wind data. Alright. Execute that. So now our wind data is in. It's under 3000. Alright. Beacon's on now. And what stand are we? What is our stand? Golf 5 by the looks of it. In ground, Peter 3-5 Papa, stand Golf 5, ready for push and start.
Speedbird 35 Papa, push and start onto Zulu's approved, face west.
Push and start approved onto Zulu, face west. Speedbird 3-5 Papa heavy. Prepare for pushback and departure. I'll go Hawaiian. AP is on, good. We have it. Make sure.
Hello, Captain.
We'll go long taxi.
Ready for pushback.
We'll go long taxi. We'll go long taxi. That's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll go long taxi. And we got loads upon loads of fuel, and we're using time acceleration anyway, so.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
We're using time acceleration because someone is catching up very rapidly behind us on the around the world, and we are trying to beat them. So our plans had to slightly change. Go ahead and get all those on. Don't think we have anything in centers. Stroby's on now.
Locking gear.
Takeoff speed still later again. No, they aren't. That's the initial error. Alright. Hey, we are going to do a time excelled. Oh, dear. I see now. Alright, so facing west. That'll be nose, left, tail, right.
Release parking brakes.
And I have to go in here and sections, ground connections, release the jetway, release the ground power, release the trunks.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Alright. Both engine selector switches to start. Go ahead and get those on. So Monday, it's going to be a bit of a special day. Because as it turns out, my new throttles from Windwing finally arrive on Monday. So I'll have to go ahead and catch you in on all the chaos once we're airborne. But there's a little bit of chaos about that. But anyway, they've finally been shipped, and they arrive on Monday. Sorry, you just got it. Basically, actually, I'll just go ahead and spill the beans now. The chaos. Essentially, what happened is I couldn't. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. So essentially, what happened was.
Hello, ground. Good evening. Number 8 Papa Juliet vacated 4 right on Delta, looking for straight in on Charlie into the GA ramp.
Number 8, Papa Juliet, Honolulu ground. Continue straight ahead onto Charlie, squawk 1126.
1126, 8 Papa Juliet, thanks.
Yes. Live unboxing Monday, probably around 11. Probably around 11. It's gonna be the goal. But essentially what happened is I got locked out of my Windwing account because they were doing this weird transition because of, I think, legal issues. But essentially that's what happened.
Parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
I can confirm a good engine start. So Windwing. So is it now operated by someone completely different now for the U.S. As in, it's its own separate entity and operates as its own independent company, with Windwing as their supplier, owned by the same people, of course. But instead of it being like Windwing directly, now it's like this weird subsidiary, and they're in the middle of that transition as they decided to start shipping these things out in the U.S. And so I had to spend probably about 2 hours on the chat with Windwing trying to get back into my account, and eventually I did, but still, it was quite annoying. So, alright, flaps full now. And tell me,
Speedbird 35, Papa, advise ready to attack.
okay, Speedbird 35 Papa, we just need about another 30 seconds. But yeah, essentially that's what happened, and it was quite annoying. Eventually I did get into my account though. Alright, full up, full down, full left, full right, rudder. Alright, sorry, we have to wait for GSX to finish up. Taxi lights on now. Actually, let's get all lit up. Let's get all lit up like a beautiful Speedbird. That's not helpful when the monitor over here turns off. Alright. Expecting some weird taxi. And Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy ready for taxi.
Speedbird 35, Papa Heavy, runway 8 right, taxi via Zulu, Sierra, Bravo, Juliet, hold sort of runway 8 left at Sierra.
Zulu, Sierra, Bravo, Juliet, hold short 8 left at Sierra, Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy. Alright, let's take a look here. Zulu, Sierra. Okay, let's find out what this looks like. Okay. Go Zulu, Sierra, join Bravo, hold short of 8 left at Sierra. Okay, not too bad. Alright. To move now. Alright, we're gonna move. There we go. Barnaby, go lay down. Go lay down, bud. Alright, not bad. Understandable taxi. Sorry, Seb, I thought you were gonna take me like all the way around. I thought you were gonna take me all the way around. Alright. This year will be upcoming at Echo. But anyway, with the wind ring throttles, there'll be a live unboxing on Wednesday, live getting them set up, live configuring them for all the aircrafts that'll be happening Monday. Might bust out the other camera that I have for that, depending on if OBS works. It'll probably be around 11 o'clock U.S. Eastern on Wednesday. Or sorry, on Monday. So, assuming they even arrive on Wednesday, which we all know the postal service here in the U.S. kind of sucks now. Never asked up, right? Yes, I do.
Speedbird 35 Papa monitor CTAB for runway crossing on 118.1. Advise on this frequency when clear of the active.
Cross straight left on CTAF 1181, and then back over to you. Back on the taxiway. Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy. On final. Honolulu traffic, Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy, crossing now runway 08 left at Sierra. Honolulu traffic.
Approaching 26 right.
And Honolulu traffic, Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy, now clear of runway 08 left. Back over to ground now, 121.900. Honolulu traffic.
Squawk mode Charlie and Descent.
No, wrong button. And ground, Speedbird 35 Papa is back with you on Sierra. And ground, Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy is back with you.
Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy, roger.
Alright. Continuing on Bravo now. Forgot about that Bravo taxiway. Must be a nice view from up there, sub. Must be a nice view from up there. Go ahead and continue on Bravo. So, in terms of the upgrade, so right now I have the Thrustmaster stuff. Right, so currently I have the Thrustmaster Airbus TCA, and then I have like a modified flaps lever. Go watch Aeronaut's video for the modified flap lever. Alright. What? Oh, I just messed something up with OBS. Oh, it works out better. Yeah, currently I have like a modified flaps lever over here that allows me to get all the flap settings for Boeing aircrafts, which are an absolute must because I much prefer flying Boeing Airbus, or sorry, flying Boeings than Airbus for some reason. That said, though, with the new wing throttles, what I think I'm gonna end up doing is assigning kinda like a special curve. Right, and so instead of having like a flaps 5 setting, it almost like the way it'll most likely work is I'll have like flaps 5, 15, and then full. Right, so I won't have like flaps 25 or 20 setting, but that's fine because in the triple, those are like the only flap settings I use anyway. So, and then what I'll probably end up doing is assigning some other buttons if I need like fine-tune adjustments. So, but no, I'm looking. The main thing I'm looking forward to with the new throttles is being able to actually be able to switch the detents on and off. In addition to overall it feeling a little less like a twin, more like the real thing. Apparently the Wing ones are all metal, so. There's a hazardous cargo pad right there. Interesting. But don't worry, it's not like I'm going from like a Thrustmaster like HOTUS X or anything even cheaper than that, right? It's not like I'm using these throttles down here. No, I'm just using the Thrustmaster ones. So, and I'm not gonna say that they're bad for the price because they're not, but at the same time, Thrustmaster, it's like you kind of need to step up their game. They kind of need to step up their game a bit, is my position on that. So, alright, we can go ahead and prepare LNAV, VNAV, autobrake RTO. Did you give us, yes, you did give us the clearance via Juliet. I wrote it all down. Cleared via Juliet. You see, at Heathrow we have really short taxis. Well, they're not short, so to say, but they're very, very simple. Then again, Heathrow is like it's like one of the simplest airports out there. Heathrow and Atlanta, it's like those airports are incredibly simple. No, what makes Heathrow more advanced is all the holding points, right? And so it's like they won't be like Alpha 1, for example. They'll be And there is like a Alpha 1 holding point, but no, it's all like the link 28 and link 56. It's all of the links that throw you off at the Heathrow. Alright. Haven't had a taxi like this since Russia. Haven't had a taxi like this since Russia. Was it Russia? Oh. We had a bit of an extensive one at Vegas. Yeah. We had a bit of an extensive one at Vegas. This bit extensive. It was a bit extensive and it was a bit of a hold. And it was weird because I told the guy, look, I don't need to cross this runway. It's like, I'm able for a Bravo departure. And he was like, nah, cross. So, would have been easier on him. But I mean, he was busy, so. Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Just long enough for us to get airborne, climb to our cruise, and then time excel our way over to LAX. Because that's the plan. We're gonna time excel our way over to LAX because I don't want to sit here for 5 hours on this one single leg. Not when someone's catching up very rapidly behind us. I mean, it's kind of a I will neither confirm nor deny the fact that it is a competition now for who gets done around the world faster. And so far, they are catching up very rapidly behind me. So we ought to do a few legs tonight, is what I figure. Continue on Juliet. Which means we just go straight ahead. And to get to go straight ahead. Yeah, no. So tonight's legs for around the world are going to be Dallas to an airport I can't pronounce, and then from an airport I can't pronounce.
Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy. Unfortunately, no further ETC services online. Frequency change to advisory is approved. Thanks for flying ATF.
Frequency change to advisory approved. Of course. Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy. Honolulu traffic via Juliet, Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy, lining up runway 08 right.
08 right.
Alright, let's get our flaps set. And if I'm correct, this takeoff should be a nothing burger. This takeoff should be absolutely nothing.
On runway 08 right.
Alright, let me see here. Flaps 15. Alright, everything appears normal. APU off now. Right. Honolulu traffic, Speedbird 35 Papa Heavy, taking off now, runway 08 right. The Hotel Kilo 5 departure. Honolulu traffic. Correction, Mike, Kilo 5 departure. Honolulu traffic. Alright. Flaps. To go now. Airspeed live. .100 knots, everything normal.
V1.
V1 and rotate. Pause rate, gear up. Whoa, what's happening here? Alright. Honolulu traffic, speed 35 Papa, heavy now, airborne passing, 2800, climbing now, altitude 5,000 feet. Honolulu traffic. Alright. Legs, direct. Mike, triple kilo. Speed 35 Papa, turning direct now. Mike, kilo, waypoint. Switching over to advisory now, 122.8. Final call, Honolulu traffic. 122.8 now. Go ahead and flaps away. Final flaps away. Three 9-0. Don't know why I didn't tune that in quickly. Alright. Honolulu traffic, speed 35 Papa, airborne now passing, altitude 7,000 feet, climbing now, flight level 3900, Honolulu traffic. Let me just fix that discontinuity right there. Autopilot on. Clear. Direct. If we were to go Cody. Yep, clear direct Cody. Traffic speed 35 Papa, heavy, turning now, direct Cody. That is Charlie Oscar Delta Delta Yankee. Traffic. Alright. So on the website for the virtual airline there are free flights and paid flights, but the airline paid just the airline. Okay, yeah, so okay. So with the virtual airline, give me 1 second, let me fix it, yes. Okay, so with the virtual airline, for the airnaut virtual airline, okay, the way it works is you have free flight and then you have scheduled flights. Okay. So free flights will still earn the VA a reasonable amount of money. However, scheduled flights will earn the VA quite a bit more, right? So our Baltimore Heathrow, as of a few months back, is now a scheduled route. Okay. It used to earn the virtual airline a little, around 100 grand per leg. Now earns the VA closer to around 200 grand per leg. Now that's nice and all, but there's a cost to that, because if, for example, the route doesn't get flown, then the VA gets, then some money gets taken out of the VA, right? The VA loses some money. Go back and increase speed now to 280. Right. The other downside to a scheduled route is, let's say you fly the 777. Let's say that at Baltimore, you only have a 772, right? Let's say at Baltimore, you only have a 777-200. Now, let's say you're going to go back to Heathrow. You can't now fly that route in an A321. You have to fly in that 777-200. And another downside is, let's say that for some reason you don't actually have an aircraft on the ground, right? Let's say you're going to fly that Baltimore to Heathrow, right? Let's say you don't actually have that any aircraft on the ground at Baltimore. Well, now you have a double issue, because now the VA is not getting paid for that route. They're getting penalized, and no one can fly that route until someone does the reverse leg. Okay. So that's the downside. With that said, though, at the end of the day, if the route's going to get flown, for example, so we have a Heathrow to Eddie, right? That route gets flown all the time. We have a Heathrow Edinburgh route. That is a very popular route. It's not that long, but that's one of the more profitable routes for the VA. But it's also a route that gets flown quite often. So does that make a bit more sense? It's not a matter of when it comes to the free flights, which we're on today. They will make the VA money, just not anything significant. So it's not anything really truly significant. So maybe not even. Maybe truly significant is not the correct word there. It won't make the VA money as much money as it could. So we pre-fly scheduled routes, but obviously we understand if you don't want to. And very few of the around the world legs are scheduled routes. So, but the only rule that we have, though, is you must maintain a rating of 8.0 or higher, and you must also maintain a. And when you fly, you can't really. You're not supposed to fly a flight unless it's for like a tour, unless it's for like a tour leg. You're not supposed to fly a flight that costs the VA money. You're supposed to end up in the green and not the red. Unfortunately, it does happen. People end up in the red, and a lot of times it's not intentional. We're not worried about that. So if you end up in the red, it's not like you're gonna cost the VA money, but we prefer you don't. So if that answers that. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn on MXL in a moment. And let me just go ahead and take a look here at traffic. Have them. This new Navograph integration is quite nice. This new Navograph integration is actually quite nice. Where is it? This new Navograph integration is actually really quite nice. Let's see here. Triple-seven, A359. Yeah, this Navograph integration is quite nice. LAX, Tower, ATIS. Yeah, this new Navograph integration. We'll have to find out how reliable it is, though, because my issue with Navograph, actually, I thought that they had the best integration, but we'll have to see how reliable it is, because one of the things I noticed in the past is that it was missing a lot of aircrafts. and is missing a lot of aircrafts. So we'll just have to keep that in mind. With that said, though, man, does LAX look busy. LAX does look quite busy today. Flight center. Say who's on. Does it say who's online? Leo. I think that was the person who was on yesterday. So. Clear direct ever. Clear direct ever. Switch back over to the VNav now. Yeah, go ahead and switch back over to VNav. So, yeah, I think Leo was the person he was on yesterday. So, he's not a bad controller. Kind of got a little annoying, but he's not a bad controller at all. A little bit. He's like, now that you're airborne, I clean your lap. Alright, lights off. And then we would want to answer the other part of the question. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, yes, I'm a competitor for the Aeronaut, the virtual airline. Sorry, yeah, I'm a pilot for that. Not a competitor. No, I'm a pilot, and other airlines on New Sky do exist, though I think we are probably the biggest. At this point, actually, we can look real quickly. I think that we are most likely the biggest. We're not quite big. We're not quite the biggest. Though we are up there. We are up there. The official oh my word. British Af Geek. You bastard. British Af Geek, you absolute bastard. You absolute bastard. Yeah. Lufthansa group. Very active. Let's see here. They are very active. Are they like? Okay, is this like actually like? True Lufthansa though, or is this like a weird thing? So, but and then to answer the other part of the question that I just realized was there, the thing correctly. Yeah, I would assume it is. To answer the other part of the question of, is it, of what can you do with like this like virtual mini? Well, there's thing. What you can do is you can make, or you can buy aircrafts with it, right? So, for example, my 772s, right? if they just sit around doing nothing, they incur an operational expense. Right. But also, they cost money. Right. They cost money to have. So I don't know. I don't know the exact costs. Right. I would assume it varies aircraft to aircraft. Right. But it does. There is a cost. Right. I mean, the hope is you don't end up in the negative. Right. That is the hope. But anyway. Alright. And then of course it has a cost depending on where I think it depends on like where it is, but anyway, it's like it's not like real money, right? It's not like you're gonna get a massive payout. But anyway. We can go ahead and take a look at our operations real quickly. See what our current operations are. So we're quite a big airline. So you're quite a sizable airline. Anyway, so right now taking a look at our operations at Baltimore, which is run by yours truly. We have 2 772s at Baltimore. I don't know where the Rolls Royce one is. They will get all of them lined up one day. Oh, there's the Rolls Royce here at Kennedy. How many aircraft are there at Kennedy? A lot, and they've not been moved. Not one has been moved. Weird. Anyway. Then is there like a Kennedy to Heathrow? No, or sorry, Kennedy to Baltimore. No, there's not. There's a Kennedy to Miami though. Yeah. There is a 777 at Miami. Oh, they're just there as of this morning. Nice. Is that the same one that I took? Is that the same one that I took? We'll just have to look at Heathrow. We have a 777 at Heathrow. No, that must be the one I took. Any 340s. There's that Dreamliner. Let's see here. A306, and then 4. Yeah. So tomorrow night we want. Sorry, not tomorrow night. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Y'all fancy a Heathrow to Baltimore on Sunday? On Sunday night? Yeah, if it's not Sunday night, it's gonna be Wednesday night. Because our hours have now been extended at work, so at least through like Christmas. So I mean, we have two 777 wide bodies. I mean, yeah, we can fly those things to Baltimore. Makes the VA a little bit more money. So, right, once we're at cruising, we're gonna begin to use time Excel. We'll go ahead and Alright, here's what we'll do now. I'm going to show everyone. So PMDG has a good integration when it comes to this. When it comes to time Excel. Actually, we'll wait until we're at 3.9er. Yeah, we'll wait until we're at 3.9er. So once we're at 3.9er, though, we are going to go to time Excel. Okay. Press actions. Auto cruise. Compress. We'll go. Let's go 8x. So. Yeah. All right. Sunday. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well, because Sunday, hopefully anyway, we should be able to start a little earlier than 11, which is like my new minimum time. So at work, I'm someone who works in the evening, right? We used to close at 8. Now we close at 9. Right, so I usually get home. I used to get home around 9 usually. Used to move closer. Now I get home around 10. So, and I need about an hour in case shit hits the fan and whatnot. So, anyway, we are going to maintain 3-9. We'll maintain 390, and then we'll go ahead and turn on this time Excel. So, and then after that, we will fly from Dallas to, I think, Monterey is what the airport is. Show you on in a moment once we're actually at cruise. And I have a dog on my lap that does not want to move. So now the downside to us doing a Baltimore to Heathrow, sorry, a Heathrow to Baltimore before a Baltimore to Heathrow is that Baltimore is beginning to get a little crowded. Then we're gonna have 3 aircrafts on the ground at Baltimore, and what I'll end up having to do is I'll end up having to reposition one. Right. The downside that we would have to Baltimore. Wrong button, idiot. Wrong button. Oh, yeah, we're alright. Increase. Increase. Is it right? Okay. There we go.
Charlie number 531.
We're just using time Excel due to
Tasking runway 4 left at Delta V, Charlie Bravo Alpha traffic.
Let me just take a look here at some radar because someone was speaking and I didn't think we had any traffic around us. D9 926 Zulu. I don't know what that means in terms of time Excel. So, anyway, let me show y'all what the issue we have at Baltimore. The issue that we have at Baltimore now is that we actually have to do a bunch of the reverse flights. So we have to do a bunch of Baltimore to Heathrow's because we are currently at Baltimore. We are quite full. So Echo 1, Echo 3 are packed. If we were to take a look here at the Baltimore airport right here, right, Echo 1, Echo 3 packed. Echo 5, I don't exactly support the idea of us trying to put a triple there, despite it supposedly being like one of the bigger stands. I'm not exactly the biggest idea of that, so I'm not exactly thrilled with that idea. What we'll most likely end up having to do is park it here at one of the parking spaces. Or, I mean, we could try Echo 5, but I'm not thrilled about that idea. But, I mean, we can try it if we need to. We could try Echo 5. Anyway, that's a very, very small issue. But, anyway, we'll have 3 aircrafts on the ground at Baltimore, and we will need to probably move one of them here soon. We will need to most likely move one of them back over, at least one of the 777s back over to Heathrow here soon. Alright, let's take a look. Direct Erot. We are moving with speed now, and then yeah, go ahead and take a look here at the situation in a bit. And then it's time for a leg on the around the world. It'll be time for a leg or two for the around the world. And then we need to try something, because and what we need to try is we need to try the takeoff and landing in this 777 at an airport that really should not have the 777 under any circumstances. And I'm serious about that. We're going to try that at an airport where the runway is about the length of the island. Out in the very middle of the Atlantic. Okay, but we're going to try it. If it turns out that we are able to indeed take off, then we are going to do that. Because recently I have really not been enjoying flying the Airbus for some stupid reason. Feels boring to fly Airbus. Let me just go ahead and quickly check my messages. Yeah, tonight after this flight we're doing it around the world. And in terms of that leg, that where the thing is like the length of the runway. The runway is the runway is like the length of the island. No, that's a few nights down. Probably by this time next week though, it'll knock it out. Actually, I'll show you where we are with the around the world. I'll show you where we are with the around the world tour. Alright. So we're here at Dallas. We need to go to Monterey International. And then we get to go to Panama. So that is Tucumán International. And then we get to go to Queen Beatrix. And I think it's this one right here that we need to be concerned about. So it's a few legs down. I mean, it is a few legs down, but soon. And then I also have some ever so slightly bad news. For some of these airports, there will be no charts. As in, we'll be flying blind. Okay, for some of these airports, we will be flying blind into them without any charts. So, but with that said though, there are not that many super long legs left, so we might switch back over to the 320. we might switch back over to the 320s. So, I mean, after these next two, which we are gonna try to knock out tonight, I think that'll be the final, like, 1,200 nautical mile plus leg. And then it's just and then the vast majority of them remaining are like, yeah. Yeah, this is like the last 1,200 nautical mile leg, or 1,200 nautical mile plus leg. Anyway, oh my word. Fucking hell, Joanna. Fucking hell. This is the person who we are competing with. She's on like 32, so what's the, like 32, so oh, she's at Anchorage. Nice. She's at Anchorage now. It's nice. So, no, they'll be normal. They'll be normal. So, no, Seb has been begging me to come over to Honolulu for a while now, and wanted to treat him to that. Especially after making the this bar thing here at the bottom. So, plus at least the first one's not one of those that I want to time excel anyway. And then the one after that is one that I would want to, but we're gonna raw dog it, if you know what I mean. We're gonna raw dog it tonight. Well, actually, if it's 1,500 nautical miles, we might not get to the second one. We might not get to the second one. So I do actually have a video I need to film. Yeah, okay. We won't get to the second one, but we will get to the first one most definitely. I have a video I need to film. It is my final review. It's going to be named the ultimate review on the PMDG 777s. Okay. It'll be the ultimate review on the PMDG 777s, and you can look forward to that at some point in like the next week or so. It will be named the ultimate review. And I do need to film that. I do need to film that tonight. Whilst also downloading how many terabytes of streams from YouTube. Basically, I need to download every single stream from January 1st this year to today off of YouTube. I need to download every single one of those. And then I need to begin to put together like a nice little video, nice little highlights of the year. Which is why I put out that thing that said, let me know all the highlights of this year so far. Right. So that's what we're gonna have for the end of the year. That'll be the end of the year special. And then not the stream, the next stream, I'm gonna begin to like physically record. Right. But it's a lot of streams. It's a lot of streams. I think most likely coming up to about a terabyte, if I had to guess, in terms of space. And the reason I say that is because it's a lot of streams. They're all around the 5-hour mark. Or sorry, they're all probably around the 7-hour mark. In 1080p. So, whoops. And they're all probably not in the correct format that I can use either. And actually, the format won't be an issue. So, but anyway, tonight, I do need to film a video. I mean, I've been needing to film it for a while. It is the ultimate guide to the PMDG 777s. Would do a little flight from why do you go from 1080p to... No, what I'm saying is, and you're talking about YouTube. If you're talking about YouTube, I don't know. Maybe a settings on your end. But anyway, I need to download everything. But I need to download everything from YouTube Studio in 1080p. And that's gonna be annoying. So. And just to say it, I'm never gonna do 4K because I don't actually get benefit from doing anything 4K, right? My 3 monitors, they're all 1080p. Well, actually, this one over here is slightly less than 1080p. I think it's 786 by like 1248 or something. Something weird like that. It's above 720p, but it's not quite 1080. Yeah. Yeah, onto the max we can choose for you is 720. What on earth? That is interesting. Let me check OBS settings. Stream. Output. Streaming. P5 encoder preset. Plus best quality. Hang on 1 second. So it was set to slow for good quality. Is it best quality? Alright, I'm not gonna mess with this now. That's interesting. Let me see if it's like a setting in within like YouTube stream. Let me see if it's like a setting within YouTube stream. Where is it? I don't know. Maybe is that your like monitor setting? Here, let me look at it through my phone real quickly. Let me look at it through my phone real quickly. Alright. Yeah, not now, but you know, it's interesting. Well, either way, it's gonna be 720p then. It's gonna be whatever YouTube has the files at. So, but anyway, the stream looks fine though for you at 720, right? Right, that's right. Advanced, maybe. Interesting. Interesting. So the not now is changed to no, I'm not going to change them now over the risk of crashing OBS or causing some kind of further issue with the stream. I'm not gonna take care of that now, but in the next stream, I mean, actually for the next stream, or not for the next stream, but the stream after, I have to set up other stuff anyway. So, all right. You just take a look at that simulator for a moment. Figure out where the fuck we are. At all right. Sorry. GDP or at a just yeah. So I'll check it. I'll take a look at it. Then after we end the stream. Damn, this entire time I thought I was streaming in 1080. That's annoying. Anyway, we're actually at the point now where I'm almost ready to stop the time Excel. We are. We have made our way across the Atlantic, across the Pacific at lightning speed. We have made our way across the Pacific at lightning speed. So, in 131 nautical miles, we'll go ahead and, well, not even then. Once we get a little, once LA Center comes into range, we will go ahead and stop the time Excel. Once LA Center comes in range, go ahead and stop the time Excel. Then once we land at LAX, we will go ahead and do the next leg of the around the world. So, and the next leg will take us probably only about an hour or two. We're gonna aim to do it in the ship, so it shouldn't be that long. And we're gonna aim to do it in the triple, so should not be that long at all. Yeah, once center comes in range. See here, Vegas center. So we have Tower and Atis, and they have been online for roughly 23 minutes. That essentially ensures that we have some kind of ATC arriving into LAX. Alright, let me just quickly check something. So we have an employee at work who looks like they're doing a bit of a control stop right now. So we have an employee at work who, tomorrow I have to be up a little earlier than usual. It's not because I have to go to work early yet, but I have to be up a little earlier tomorrow. And the actual reason why is because we have an employee at work who sent this crazy email. Who sent this crazy I'm quitting email, and we've had a few issues with this employee as well in the past. They sent an email making a bunch of allegations, and it is now but anyway, but she is supposed to be covering part of my shift tomorrow. because I need sleep, and because I've tried to get to sleep to bed before 7 a.m. Does not work very well. Right. And so that's like the soonest that I can come in now, or as soon as I can go in now, is approximately 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, Alex Center is in range now. Auto cruise. Let me just go ahead and stop this. Timing cell. Speedbird 3-5 Papa Heavy, resuming normal speed. And let me update the weather as well. But anyway, updated. But anyway, this employee who is actually really good when she's there. We've had a few issues with in the past, but she's supposed to be covering my shift tomorrow, or at least part of my shift for tomorrow, and we don't really know if she's gonna show up. I mean, she put in her notice. Right, and so if she's scheduled for tomorrow, she doesn't show up, it's not on me because we extended the shift after or before the whole drama went down. But anyway, if she does not show up to her scheduled shift tomorrow, then it will be it will no longer it'll be an early termination. It'll be like you already put in your notice, you're done. If you're not going to show up for your shifts now, it's like, we're done. Or in the more professional way, it'll be a mutual agreement to split or to part ways. So, we've had a few issues with this employee in the past. Actually, last week, this employee was a no-call, no-show for her shift, and it was a shift that I was leading as well. So. But anyway, but in terms of the allocations, they're not anything like serious. They're like, they're not anything like legally serious at all. Right, they're just more, complaints. So, yeah, there's more complaints, but anyway, half of me is kind of expecting to wake up tomorrow and be sent a message saying the person who was supposed to cover my shift didn't come in. So, but yeah. And then I'll end up, I'm only scheduled to 8 tomorrow, but I'll probably end up closing anyway because why not? Alright. LX Center is LX Center is in our radar. Actually, I can increase the sim rate by about 2. We'll go ahead and increase the sim rate by about 2, just try to get there a little faster. Go 4 for like the next 100 or so miles. Oh, you're in LA. Nice. We're flying into LAX. To fly over your main airport, I guess. Even though your main airport is freaking massive for a main airport. It's actually like one of like I want to say 5 or 6 places. Well, The British Airways flies the 380 to LAX, right? At least I thought they did. So, I thought they did. How long until our, just... We'll maintain 3900. No reason to subclimb. Yeah. Yes. So, British Airways is a wonderful airline. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't say that their business products are exactly great, but in terms of economy, I think that their economy class is like as good as you're gonna get. Their economy is like really impressive. So, all right, let me just go ahead and FS actions. Let me just auto cruise. Go and stop this time and the time cell in a moment. Yeah, I've flown on their A380s and wasn't exactly the best flight ever, but that's also because like their economy for the A380 is quite outdated. It's the old cabin, not the new one. So, I've not been to any of the BA lounges, unless you count Terminal 5 as a lounge, which doesn't not really a lounge now, is it? Yeah, Terminal 5 though is a lounge, or is a well, a bit of a lounge. Heathrow Terminal 5. Actually, Heathrow Terminal 5. I actually tend to like Terminal 5. Heathrow Terminal 5 is quite nice. It's quite nice. I've been told that a lot of the other Heathrow terminals are better, or a bit better, for some reason. So I don't know. I don't know. Alright, we'll maintain 4x time acceleration for, roughly speaking, another 20 miles or so, and then we'll go ahead and shore up our speed. Go ahead and shore up our speed in a moment. So, but yeah, but BA is nice. They're a good airline. They're not a bad airline at all. I actually tend to like them. So, FS actions. Then again, for international flights though, they're the only airline I'll fly, and there's a reason for that. And it's because if I'm gonna go international, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it through Heathrow. Whether my final destination is the UK or not, if I need to go international for any reason, I'm just gonna stop in Heathrow. FS actions, auto cruise, reset. All right, you have resumed normal speed. Let me just go ahead and flash the weather. Yeah, and the reason that, and to be crystal clear, the reason why, if I'm gonna go international, I'd go through Heathrow. And the reason why is because I have family who live just west of Heathrow, just north of Windsor, so just north of Windsor. By the way, speaking of Windsor, Windsor is a beautiful place. Especially if you do the long walk at Windsor, which is I think 10 miles or something. It's a truly gorgeous little town. And actually the main street at Windsor, my dad used to live on. So the main street at Windsor, my dad used to live on. Not for very long though, but for about a month. So. But Windsor's a nice place. Alright. Let's go ahead and begin to pay attention to the flight. In terms of ATIS, right now, it is uniform. Expect departures only. Okay, let's see here. Approaches in use are now okay. It's 2-4 right and 2-5 left. Vector for visual. Okay. Off push onto taxiways. We need to find out our thing. What we need to find out is the arrival. I think we're to LAX. Yeah, 2-4 right. I think is a good option. Then we were to switch it over to 2-5 left. We're still on the Rider 2. We are still on the Rider 2, it appears. Just to verify that. So that begins at Eckley, so you're on the Rider 2. Throw that into the FMC. So the Rider 2 Eckley transition. So that looks like is not bad. Not bad. Then you go direct to Rider. Pass Rider at 1,000, then down that, like that. And I think we're gonna. And then in terms of what LAX looks like. In terms of what LAX looks like, we have 2-5 left, 2-5 right, 2-4 right, 2-4 left, 2-4 right. So if we're arriving via one of those other ones, I think that's fine. Do you know what, here. Really, here's a question. Do you know what stand British Airways parks at LAX? Do you know what gates they use? Or is it really just like anywhere inside of the international terminal? Yeah. Do you know what stand they park at? Do you know if it's like 150, 153, 154? That are okay. To the international. Okay. All right. Thanks for that. It appears that all those stands look big enough, way big enough. So, yeah, it appears that all those stands look big enough to handle a super, so it just for our planning, because we need to figure out how we're gonna taxi. So I know that for a fact, because I've flown this route now a few times. British Airways is gonna use at Baltimore. They're gonna use Echo. They're gonna use stand Echo 1 or Echo 3. Usually it's Echo 1 though. And then at Heathrow, obviously BA uses the entirety of Terminal 5 plus some. So. By the way, did you see that Heathrow's new plans were approved by the UK government? Expecting to actually build up that third runway. Meanwhile, Dubai is gonna. Oh, I was watching Pete, the fucking Irish pilot, earlier, and he said that the new Dubai airport is gonna make Heathrow look like a shed. And Heathrow, comparatively speaking, already kind of looks like a shed. So, can't exactly say he's not wrong. Alright, let's go ahead and get the headset on. Go ahead and contact LX Center now on 126.525. .525 now.
He's a professional.
I don't know. You're 6 miles now off course, so I'm a little confused. It's okay. Finnair, 15 Whiskey Zulu, we can do this together. Don't worry. So as you intercept, you should be receiving it now. You're well within 14 miles of it. LA's localizer stretches more than 18 miles, so you should be able to receive it now.
Make sure you got the right localizer frequency and you're on the localizer.
Yep, that's true too.
Center speed 35 Papa Heavy is with you at normal speed.
Finnair 15 Whiskey Zulu Heavy, turn right heading 260.
Right, 260, Finnair 15 Whiskey Zulu Heavy.
I heard a Speedbird something rather. Speedbird something.
Speedbird 35 Papa, normal speed we use time so over the ocean.
Yep, sorry, I can't hear you. You're very far away. You must be really far. I can't hear you. I don't see the position report. Just you can monitor Unicom and just advise this frequency when you're getting closer.
Wilco. Interesting. Interesting. It's saying that we should be in his airspace in about 20 miles or so. So. It's 30 miles. Okay, that's why. Yeah, we are essentially at his airspace though. Interesting. Yes. So the new Dubai airport. Apparently the current one's not big enough. And so instead of just expanding the current one, what they're doing is they're straight up building a new one with an insane size. I genuinely do not know how they're gonna do it because I genuinely do not know how they do it because that airport is insane. I mean, it's already big, but apparently it's not big enough. So yeah, apparently it's not big enough. So Alright, what are we estimating fuel? estimating LAX with 12 silage. 12 silage. And I am peckish. Boy, oh boy, am I hungry. I don't think I have any food either. Shit. Maybe next time I'll be tomorrow at work, like usual. Actually, I have anything right here. I got a few cans of soup. I don't know. Alright, let's see here. 5 times the size. Oh, we'll have 5 parallel runways. yeah, and now you see why the Irish pilot said it's going to make Heathrow look like a shed in the park. I mean, Heathrow, comparatively speaking, compared to all the other airport, and compared to all like the other major hubs, Heathrow is already tiny. Heathrow just straight up is tiny. I mean, that's part of Heathrow. I mean, Heathrow is kind of landlocked. With that said, they can do a little expansion, but that's it when it comes to Heathrow. Once Heathrow gets this next expansion, unless you want to begin to tear apart historical artifacts that matter a lot to the UK, that's it. Right, that's it, you're done. It's like, with that said though, Heathrow is still the most connected airport, and I'm going to get a little political here, but I think that it has something to do with with them not being inside of the EU. I think that has something to do with that, and plus all the independence days that Britain made. Alright, we'll go ahead and contact. Oh, we'll wait about another 10 miles before we go ahead and try to contact this guy again. Unless he sends us to contact me. I mean, can't exactly say. Can't exactly say we didn't try. So that said, though, it is the same guy as yesterday. It is the same guy that we had yesterday. So, but we will wait an extra. We'll wait an extra few miles, just for the sake of complying with his instructions. Oh, but I am showing us inside of airspace now. Showing him inside of his airspace. Just go ahead and wait another 5-6 miles or so, and then I'll go ahead and try him again. Now in range. We now got the tower frequency in range, so. Alright. Once you get down to about 38, once you get down to about 35 or so, go ahead and contact him. And let's see where to send me a contact me first.
To Charlie Alpha, Roger, runway 1 left. Disregard standby. Southwest 2426, welcome to Vegas. Exit right when able. Cross runway 1 right and taxi to the ramp via Delta Golf.
Right, then we'll cross 1 right and Delta Golf to the ramp. Southwest 2426, have a good night.
Bye bye.
Center Speedbird 35 Papa, we're now showing you inside we're now showing yourselves now inside your airspace.
Okay, Roger, stand by 1. Boeing 2 Charlie Alpha, traffic is clearing the runway downfield. Runway 1 left at Bravo, clear for takeoff.
Alright, 01 left, Bravo, clear for takeoff, 2 Charlie Alpha.
Speedbird. Ah, there you are. Speedbird 35 Papa, LA Center, Roger, welcome. Alaska 1387, John Wayne, altimeter 3006. Expect the RNAV Zulu, runway 20 right approach.
Alright, altimeter 3006, and we'd like to put the visual for 20 right on request.
Sure, that's on request, no problem.
Alright, let's take a look here. Damn, they have like a 20-mile flight. It's quite far. Yeah, I heard that the LAX localizers.
787 Alpha Juliet level at 13,000.
Number 7 Alpha Juliet, Roger. Southwest 2426, you may cross runway 1 right, and then make a right on Delta, and then Golf to the ramp.
We're crossing 1 right now, sorry. I had a little bit of a delay, but cross 1 right and then Delta Golf to range on construction.
Oh, no worries, thanks, appreciate it. Delta 1292, runway 1 right, you're clear for takeoff with this call.
1 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 1292.
November 8, Boeing 8 Charlie Alpha, radar contact, climb maintain level 280.
Alright, to climb maintain flight level 280, 2 Charlie Alpha.
Alright, let's go ahead and begin to get ATIS.
Alaska 1387, I'll try to get you a less circuitous route to the airport. Unfortunately, there are at least 2 planes that are heading down on the feeder profile there. So I'll do my best, but for now, just follow that lateral profile and I'll give you the visual as you get closer.
No worries, Alaska 1387, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'll try to get you a shortcut if I can. Delta 58, Salt Lake Center now, 125.57.
And then tower's gonna be 129.905. Right. 120.
November 4 Charlie Juliet LA Tower, 120.95.
Alright, over tower, have a good night, thanks for agency, for Charlie Juliet.
Bye.
Alright. Information uniform wind 050 degrees, 3 knots. Inch approaches and RNAV approaches in progress. Runway 24 right and runway 25 left. Vector for the visual approach will be provided. Simultaneous approaches are runway.
LA Center, Qantas 12, what runway can we plan for?
Alright, noted. Activate transponder with mode Charlie.
Sorry, I was on the landline there. Sorry, again.
Qantas 12, what runway can we plan for?
Qantas 12, yeah, so the chart, it's specific there. It says you can expect 25 left unless otherwise done, so it's expect 25 left.
25 left, thanks for that, Qantas 12.
Last correction, American 117 at Circus, cleared ILS runway 25 left approach. Okay, it's a longer taxi, but no problem. American 117 at Circus, cleared ILS runway 24 right approach.
Intender, just verify for Speedbird 35 Papa that we can expect the rider to into LAX.
Speedbird 35 Papa, yes, that's correct. You can expect that. That's Speedbird 35 Papa. Descend via the rider to arrival. Comply with restrictions. The LA altimeter 3006.
Send via the rider to LA altimeter 3006. Comply with all restrictions. Bird 35 Papa Heavy.
Alaska 1387, descend and maintain 8,000, and turn left heading 150, vector for the visual.
Alright, left heading 150, descend and maintain 8,000, vectors for the visual, Alaska 1387.
That means 17,000 level by ESA. Alright. Noted.
Delta 1292, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 2, correction, flight level 330.
330, Delta 1292.
Alright. By the way, we had this controller yesterday, and this controller was really good. This controller was really good yesterday. I like him a lot. We're estimating 12-0 on fuel, so it should be fine in terms of fuel. Alright, with that said, what we can do is we can go ahead and get some information.
And Alaska 1387, just confirm you wanted us on a 150 heading.
Alaska 1387. How about this? Turn left heading 090 now, and you can descend and maintain 4,000.
Alright, left heading 090, descend and maintain 4,000, Alaska 1387.
LA Center, Delta 1167, over Burgle, flight level 310.
Delta 1167, Los Angeles Center, good evening, sirs. Descend via the Ironman 2 arrival, LA altimeter 3006.
Descend by the Ironman 2 arrival, Delta 1167.
Good and get
Haley Center, point 2, Charlie Alpha. We're going to step out for a couple of minutes. That's okay.
You bet. Let me know when you're back. No problem.
Roger.
No problem. American 117 at Circus, cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
Right, 24 right. So we can throw in that runway now. ILS 24 right. And do we have like a transition? Alright. Expect 24 right.
Qantas 12, you can expect the ILS runway 25 left approach. LA altimeter 3006.
Oh, that's 25 left. Altimeter 3006. Qantas 12.
United 478, contact Salt Lake on 125.57.
12557, United 478, thank you.
My bad.
Alright, so in terms of what this arrival looks like, what it looks like is this. Okay, you're on the radar 2, we're coming down here from Eckley, going to direct ESA, past ESA around 180 is going to be the aim. Then we go direct to Genki, probably around 12.5. Then hit rider at 11. We have a speed restriction at ESA max 28 knots. Then we have rider at max 250 knots. Then we go direct to Kevi, then based probably around 10,000 at based.
Alright, Center, Boeing 2 Charlie Alpha, we're back. Thank you.
Boeing 2 Charlie Alpha, welcome back.
At 240 knots.
American 117 at Honda, contact LA Tower 120.95.
Yeah, and then we go to Huis. past 2 weeks, probably 8,000, probably into get on the lower end to those. And then Kiffy at 4,000, sorry, at probably around 7,000. Dajir 210 knots at 6,000, and Gatto 6,000. So not bad, not bad. And then go and pull out the approach charts here in a moment, but descent probably in about 40 miles or so with the goal. That'll probably be the goal anyway. So in the meantime, the charts, that is where we are.
United 478.
Alexa, turn on Ryan's desk. Actually, I'll tell you what. We might not even get to. We might not even get to do the next leg tonight. Might end up pushing that off to tomorrow, which would be fine. Yeah, we might not even get to the next leg of the around the world tonight. So, because I do generally need to record this Ultimate 777 review. So, and then Superior MTG is coming out with the 747-400. Probably in the next 6 months or so, and that thing I'm looking forward to flying. That thing I genuinely look forward to flying. Looking forward to the 7-4. Alright, 80 miles. Down to 170. 170. Here in a moment. Probably 40 miles out, so. Alright, bud. Go lay down. Go lay down, bud.
And Alaska 1387 has the field in sight.
Excellent. Alaska 1387, your clear visual approach, runway 20 right.
Right, cleared visual approach, runway 20 right, Alaska 1387.
Alaska 1387, actually you're the only one there. You are also cleared to land at Alaska 1387.
Right, clear to land 20 right, Alaska 1387.
Yeah, I'll begin our descent in a moment. Want to be early on it, but don't need to be too early.
Center, good evening. You have 4412 with you 700 for 5.
United 4412, Los Angeles Center, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Maintain 370, 4412.
LA Center, November 239 Zulu Alpha, flight following to Avalon.
November 9 Zulu Alpha, LA Center, Roger. Maintain VFR.
Maintain VFR, 9 Zulu Alpha.
And 9 Zulu Alpha, you are radar contact.
Right, got it.
Or 2 Charlie Alpha, descend via the Disney 6 arrival, the John Wayne, altimeter is 3007.
Alright, 07, Disney 6, and if we can get the RNAV Zulu over to 0, right? 2 Charlie Alpha.
Yep, you can expect that.
Roger.
Alright, gonna begin our descent now. Go 18,000. Go flight 180. Why am I a little sleepy today? Yeah, maybe we'll do the next flight. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Speed 280 knots. Let's verify. Let me just verify it. Yeah, so it's at 280 knots. So for right now, what we can do is we can maintain speed on our descent, and we just gotta slow to 290 by ESA. In the meantime, we'll go flaps 30, which will be a speed of 128 knots.
Delta 1167. You can expect the RNAV runway 24 right approach.
RNAV 24 right approach, Delta 1167.
Sorry, Delta 1167, apologies. It's the RNAV Zulu runway 24 right approach.
RNAV Zulu runway 24 right, Delta 1167.
And let's say you're at for the 412. Any shortcuts you can give tonight?
United 4412. Roger, stand by. United 4412, direct Blythe, does that work for you?
Perfect, direct route, 4412.
Yeah, direct Blythe, go ahead, direct Blythe now, United 4412. Bravo
Direct
Lima
route,
Hotel.
you're gonna have 4412.
Go down. Bed. Bed.
Delta 1292, contact Salt Lake Center, 125.57. Delta 1292, contact Salt Lake Center.
Oh, my bad. Well, over to Salt Lake Center 12557. That's 1202. See ya.
Bye bye.
Antenna Skipper 35 Papa. I know we're pretty much straight in from here, but we'll take a shortcut if you can give it to us.
Speedbird 35 Papa, yeah, we have to leave it like this because you're flowed in perfectly, and we have guys coming in from the north and east, so I know it's a little bit circuitous, but this is the best I can do.
Not to worry, we weren't expecting anything. Speedbird 35 Papa.
Thanks. The best I can do is give you a visual bridge for 25 left. How's that work?
We'll get back to you on that.
Okay. Senator, good evening. Westjet 301 checking in 2700 climbing 5.
WestJet 301 Los Angeles Center, hi, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Up to 290, WestJet 301.
And Southwest 562, good evening, LA Center, spot 10 Vegas, ready to taxi with Bravo.
Qantas 12 Heavy, fly heading 090, descend and maintain 5,000, vector, visual, runway 25 left approach. If you want something else, let me know. Visual 25 left.
090, 5,000 feet, and we'd prefer ILS 25 left, if possible.
Okay, no problem. You can expect the ILS running 25 left approach.
Appreciate that, Constal.
Qantas 112, fly heading 070.
070, Qantas 12. LA Center, good evening, Southwest 562, spot 10, Vegas, ready to taxi with Bravo.
Southwest 562, thanks for Bravo, runway 1 right full length, taxi via Bravo, Delta, cross runway 26 right.
1 right via Bravo, Delta, cross runway 26 right, Southwest 562.
Center Speedbird 35 Papa would like to put RNAV Zulu runway 24 right on request.
Speedbird 35 Papa, you want the RNAV Zulu 24 right, correct?
Affirmative.
Okay, thanks. So you can expect the RNAV Zulu runway 24 right approach.
Expecting RNAV Zulu runway 24 right. Speedbird 35 Papa.
And Speedbird 35 Papa, you can expect that from Dodger, just so for your planning purposes, Dodger intersection.
Dodger noted. Speedbird 35 Papa.
LA Center, good evening, Southwest 3512, refuge 2,500 for 5,000.
Southwest 3512, LA Center, roger, climb and maintain 7,000.
Climb and maintain 7,000, 3512.
Here's that looks like. That looks like is this circle, bit of a circle land arrival. Bit of a circle land arrival. But that's cool with me. 24 right. So that'd be the runway all the way over here. Alright. So 6,000 noted. Noted. Alright. 25 now 2,500 at Mumby. Just maintain 230. Should maintain 220.
And Alaska 1387 is clear of 20 right. We're going to gate 14.
Alright, that works. That makes sense.
Alaska 1387, roger, welcome to John Wayne. Taxi to the ramp via Alpha. Thanks for flying.
Ramp via Alpha, Alaska 1387. Thank you.
And then, so in case,
Southwest 3512, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Say again for 3512.
Southwest 3512, climb and maintain flight level 300 for now, 300.
300 for 3512.
Delta 1167 at Dodger, clear to RNAV Zulu, runway 24 right approach.
At Dodger, clear to RNAV Zulu, runway 24 right, Delta 1167.
Qantas 12 heavy, turn right heading 110, descend and maintain 4,000.
110, 4,000 in Qantas 12.
alright. Oh yeah. Look at all them beautiful lights. Look at all them beautiful lights right there. Go ahead and get our, actually, speaking of lights, go ahead and get ours on now. Rhetoric 1. Look at all them beautiful lights right there. Use it to ease your lungs.
November 7 Alpha Juliet, there's no further ATC, frequency change approved. Bye bye.
Thank you. November 77 Alpha Juliet.
Bye-bye. November 2 Charlie Alpha at J-Word, you're cleared. RNAV Zulu, runway 20 right approach.
Alright, we're clear for the RNAV Zulu 20 right approach, 2 Charlie Alpha.
Let's make sure that's 180.
Qantas 1-2 heavy, fly heading 075.
075, Qantas 1-2.
United 4412, I'm going to be closing shortly. You can monitor Unicom 122.8.
No!
United 44 to OCL.
LA Center, Southwest 562, short of 1 right, ready to go, Vegas.
Southwest 562. Runway 1 right. Full length, you're clear for takeoff.
1 right, full length, clear for takeoff, last, or Southwest 562.
Qantas 12 heavy, descend maintain 3000.
3000, Qantas 12 heavy.
Southwest 3512, you can monitor Unicom 122.8.
Already Unicom 3512, thanks.
Thank you. Westjet 301, I do apologize. I see you're going to Vegas. I apologize. You can monitor Unicom 122.8 and CDF as you get closer. Have a great flight, sir. Looks like Vegas is calm winds. It's nice, good weather there. They're in real world. They are landing runway 1 left, so you can plan for the ILS 1 left, Westjet.
Well, it won't be the same without you, John, but good night.
Sorry, my friend. Sorry to leave you like this.
All good.
Hello, Center. Good evening. SkyWest 5612's passing 3,100, heading 221.
SkyWest 5612 Los Angeles Center, radar contact. Climb and maintain 13,000. And turn left direct Mission Bay.
Up to 13,000, left direct Mission Bay, SkyWest 5612.
Attention aircraft, I'll try to get you guys a replacement controller here.
Yay! Try to get us a replacement controller. Easy to know.
Southwest 562, radar contact. Climb and maintain level 280.
280-562.
November 2 Charlie Alpha, there's no traffic observed between the airport. You can monitor CTAF now. Frequency change approved. Have a great landing, sir.
Alright, Unico CTAF, good day, 2 Charlie Alpha, see ya.
Bye-bye. Qantas 12, 10 miles, final approach fix. Turn right, heading 220. Intercept runway 25 left localizer. Cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
220, cleared ILS 25 left approach, Qantas 12.
Speeder 35 Papa. At Dodger, you are cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 24 right approach. You can monitor CTAF now. We'll see.
Monitor CTAF now. Thanks to our services at Dodger, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 24 right, bird 35 Papa.
Thank you.
What is CTAF? Oh, really? Tower was offline. Great. 120950. Oh,
Southwest 562, shortcut for you, cleared direct.
do it. Let's go down now. Best. 120 now. LX traffic, Speedbird 35 Papa, heavy descending now. Flight will check down to altitude 12,000 feet on the right R2. LAX traffic. Alright. And what's the altimeter to be set at? 3006. $3006 now for the altimeter. Alright. Rider at 110. 110 at Rider. Good and pursuing from the speed brake a little. Yep, it looks like they're shutting things away, unfortunately. They're shutting things down for the night. So, clear direct based, direct fast. And Bass is at 240 knots. LAX traffic speed bird 35 Papa turning now direct Bass, slowing speed now 240 knots, descending now altitude 9,000. LAX traffic. Alright. That's just kind of sucky, to be honest. It's kind of sucky. But whatever. Yep, and there goes center. Center has disappeared. Center has disappeared. Unfortunately. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine though. 1209.950. At least we got some ATC, not nothing. At least we got some HEC, not nothing. So. Yeah. To be honest, I really don't know if we're gonna make it to the next leg of the world tour tonight. Might be more of a tomorrow thing. Might be a bit more of a tomorrow thing, unfortunately. Yeah. Because I do need to film this 777 review. Yeah, it'll be known as the ultimate 777 review. And then watch me edit it, and then like the very second that they update it, that I edit it, they update it again.
LA traffic, Delta 1167, clear of 24 right crossing 24 left LA traffic.
Alright, we're in our descent right now. Then Jahir at speed 2.
LA traffic, Delta 1167, clear of all runway 6 to the ramp, LA.
At Jahir, it'll be speed 210 knots for some reason. clear direct Jahir descent to 6,000. Actually, we'll just maintain the speed for right now. LA traffic speed 35 Papa, turning now direct Jahir. LAX traffic. Caution some this in these mountains here. See, right now taking a descent to 6,000 would not be very smart now, would it? Right, so this gives us a little bit of time for a new tower controller to hop online. So gives a little bit of time for a tower controller to hop online. Someone else just disappeared. An approach frequency. Just disappeared. Now they're shutting everything down over here for the night. Quite early for a Friday night, to be honest. Feels a little early to be shutting everything down for them for a Friday night. I mean, I get it. It's 10:30, but 10:30 is not that late. Yeah, 10:30 is not that late, so. And we get the field in sight. Hmm. 20 miles. At 20 miles until we'll go ahead and descend.
LA traffic, United 5020, runway 2 for left, light on wait.
So, Sand Tower. Probably in the process of reissuing it is. Oh, San Diego. Makes sense. Alright. And LX traffic speed we're at 35 Papa descending now, altitude 6,000 feet level by Jahir, slowing speed now 210 knots. LAX traffic. Alright. Essentially clear those mountains. So, I mean, on the bright side, there's the airfield. I mean, if we wanted to, we could theoretically take a visual. And we could take... Theoretically, we could take a visual if we wanted to.
Hey, traffic, good evening. This is Euro 84. We're gonna land at runway 25 left to take off. Any traffic?
A340 going to... Wait, what? Oh, that makes sense. They're going to Zurich, but it had them like facing, going down south. Had me thinking there for a second. Are we really like that far? No. No, we're not. All right. Go flaps 1 now. To here. Then to no pay.
Hey, traffic, Euro 79, lining up lining up 25 left to take off.
Alright. Here's what I do. Here's what we will do. There's LAX right there. Yeah, we can actually see it in like high definition from up here. So weird. Let me go ahead and get snipping tool up. So weird because I'm not used to being able to see an airfield like that. In like 3D like that. Not used to that. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. LAX traffic speed, we're 35 Papa, gonna slow speed now, 190 knots. Currently we are level 6,000 inbound for the RNAV Zulu, runway 24 right, LAX traffic. Alright. Go ahead and go for more flaps, please.
The traffic, Euro 84 taking off from way 25 left. And the traffic.
Alright, I'm gonna take this over by hand here soon. Go ahead and get yoke cam up. We'll take this over by hand here. Alright, in the meantime, auto brake 1, yep. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My controls. Slower speed now, 180 knots. One 70 knots. To reduce. Go ahead and gear down now. Flaps full now. LX center, speed route 35 Papa, turning base now, RNAV, Zulu runway, RNAV, Zulu runway, 24 right, LAX traffic. So that's what we'll do in terms of speed. No wait. Oh shit, I never said the minimums. What are our minimums? $484. Reduce final approach speed. Alex traffic speedbird 35 Papa heavy, reducing final approach speed inbound RNAV runway 24 right. LAX traffic. Are you shitting me? That voice server disconnected in that transmission. LAX traffic speedbird 35 Papa heavy inbound RNAV Zulu. RNAV Zulu runway 24. Sorry, runway 24 right. LX traffic. No, you don't. No, you don't. Alright. Control off. There we go. Minimum set. I am visual with the runway. Doing a not great job at hand flying this aircraft. LAX traffic speed 35 Papa. 25. Now turning final on the 24 right. LAX traffic. There we go. Oh, we gotta take the ILS. 7.5 mile final. Yeah, that works. And there goes the fucking voice server. Speed brake armed. Into this a little low. And yeah, the voice server's fucked. So, fuck. So I'm hand flying. Voice server is fucked. Let's see if this is good hand flying practice so far out. LAX traffic speed 35 Papa, now 5 mile final on the runway 24. I feel like we're losing it a little. Still hand flying the aircraft. You're gonna hand fly it down. Nope. To maintain this attitude for right now. Gears down. And checklist complete.
1,000.
Noted. Just feeling a tad low, which I agree. Final call, LAX traffic speed 35 Papa, now short final for runway 24 right. Final call, LAX traffic.
Approaching 24 right.
Alright. Done a pretty good job so far. done a pretty good job so far.
500.
Shut up.
Approaching minimums. 400. Minimums.
Continue approach. Stable approach runway is in sight. Clear to land. No traffic on the runway. Stable approach.
200.
No, that's too low.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Not bad. Pretty good save. 145 feet per minute. I didn't even feel it. Did not even feel it.
Feet remaining. 3,000 feet remaining.
Now what's happening with these frames? The reversers are quite strong. Yeah, we used up that entire runway for some reason. Despite it being what I thought to be quite a long runway anyway. Alright. Welcome to LAX. Welcome to LAX. Vacate down here. Yeah, we certainly didn't have the right auto brake setting set. LAX traffic speed 35 Papa now clear of 24 right. Now crossing 24 left. LAX traffic.
Feed LA.
LAX traffic speed 35 Papa crossing now runway at 24 left.
Approaching 06 right.
Continue on Echo to join Kilo. That's what we'll end up doing. That landing went pretty good. Not gonna complain about that landing at all. That was quite good. Continue on Echo Kilo stand 152 so I'll take. Yeah. And 152 is what we're going to take. Nothing, just being stupid, so... LAX traffic speed route 35 Papa gonna taxi via Echo and Kilo stand 154 at LAX traffic. Alright, runway turn off lights on, landing lights on. Quite a decent landing right there, if I do say so myself. If I do say so myself, that's quite a decent landing right there. Thing I'm certainly not sad with. I mean, we hand flew that thing for the final 15 miles. So, still quite happy with that. Still quite happy with that. Alright, let's give G6 another go. Whoa, what are we doing with this taxi? What are we doing with this taxi? There we go, now yeah, I got it activated. Anyway, welcome to LAX. Welcome to Los Angeles. And for some reason, GSX said all these spots are too small. Alright, flaps away now. APU is running. We can go ahead and take it. After this turn, we'll go ahead and shut down number one. Kind of want number one for this turn, though. Alright. We will go with engine number one shut down. Stand 154. In terms of default scenery, this is actually quite nice. It's actually quite nice in terms of default scenery. The nicest I've seen yet. It's the nicest I've seen yet. Flight director's on. Off. At 148. Over there where those stairs are, that's our stand. That's our gate. One 154. 152. One 154. Right, here's the plan.
LA traffic, Southwest 562 passing 8,000 for the Angel 4, runway 24 right, Los Angeles.
Go ahead and do this. Go ahead and do this right here. Do this method. And why is there no guy? Right there. No clue. And why the fuck is that like right in our thing? Sorry, Jetway. Sorry. Which one is to do? To go through you, unfortunately. It's the only option. Alright, we'll just go ahead and call it here. Number 2. Shut down. Very good parking. Very good parking. Nice. Despite me having, like, no visual guidance, because it's probably in the terminal somewhere. Eating its lunch is what it's probably doing. Anyway. FS actions, ground ops. Set shocks. Request jetway. Request ground power. Beacons off. Go ahead and take extra out now. Check the APU away. Alright. What is the damage? Actually, what's the number? Probably won't be a 10, but it probably... If I had to guess, 9.7 is the number. Let's see here. Small... Go... Side. Oh, it was a 10. It was a 10. Only $19,000 in revenue, but it was a 10. It's 10 in the triple. And what does that bring our rating to? Back in 772 brings it back up to 9.51. With our lowest being still being 6.62. So but overall, that's not bad. It's not bad now. Brings our rating to 9.51 as well, which I find how that is like really accurate. I find how our ratings like really accurate now. So compared to the sevens, compared to the 777s. So. All right, well that's gonna do it for me. I need to go film a review on the 777. It's been a blast, and I'll see you all tomorrow night for some more around the world, or maybe a weekly Baltimore to Heathrow. I don't know. We guys have to catch up on those because 52 by the end of the year, not looking likely. Then again, I know we've done enough to meet for the end of the year, so it's like
LA traffic, Southwest
Thank you guys so
562,
much for tuning in.
15 mile final
And I
runway
will see
24
you
right,
all,
Vegas, Los.
tomorrow. So long.